Evening everybody, Saturday night again. Brewdog Punk IPA. So Brewdog is a fairly new brewery way up in Aberdeenshire, way in the north of Scotland, who've been on the go for, I don't know, 10-15 years or so. But award-winning beers, and Punk is their iconic beer. It's they call it a post-punk apocalyptic ale. So let's see what we got and we'll give it a try. I know already it's good beer, so let's see what it's like out of this bottle. It's everything it says on the bottle, on the label. So what have we got here? A couple of things here. So it's the 19th of April 1775. General Gage has stamped his boot down in the name of the king in Massachusetts. We've already had the massacre in Boston, and he sends out 700 redcoats into the country to seize what he thinks is a cache of weapons somewhere near Concord. So that's where the story comes from, the ride of Paul Revere. So him and others, it has to be said, he gets wind of the manoeuvres, and he spreads the word. He flies out and he spreads the word to the surrounding communities. And on Lexington Green, the redcoats arrive, and there's a rebel militia under Colonel Parker assembled and ready to meet them. Now sadly, it would be nice to be able to say the heroic thing happened, but actually what happened is that the Brits officer ordered them to disperse. Parker turned and said to his men, well, we better disperse. And then as they were wandering away, somebody somewhere fired a shot. Nobody knows how or where or whence it came. But the redcoats started to behave like a rabble. The officers lost control. The redcoats started firing indiscriminately. There was some exchanges. And then the redcoats fixed bayonets and charged. And so what had been a kind of political disagreement between the British and the colonies turned basically into a war that day. Anyway, so the British soldiers continue on to Concord, but the word is out about the events at Lexington, and so men and women, probably youngsters as well, with all kinds of weapons, swarm in to surround the redcoats. And that's not how they fight. They like to line up and fire and do all of the rest of it. So by the time the colonials finished, 269 redcoats were lying dead. And that was pretty much it. There was no turning back after that, was there? So shortly after, George Washington becomes the Commander-in-Chief of the rebel troops at Cambridge Common. The British, they burn down Charlestown, and the first real battle of the war takes place at Bunker Hill. And although nominally it was a victory for the redcoats, it came at a heavy price. Charging uphill against a rabble that they thought that they didn't trust and didn't expect to be able to fight back. So they lost a lot of men. But I suppose the moral victory there was for the colonials. And the rest, as they say, is history. So, if my history is wrong, or my recollection thereof, please set me right. You know I'm fascinated by the Revolutionary Wars, and got a great deal of time for this man. National hero and arch propagandist, Mr. Revere. Anyway, until the next time, please like, please subscribe, please comment, let me know what you think of these. Both came from the States, but both came at prices that I couldn't have got them for in the UK, so well pleased to get this, and that was a nice wee bonus with a coin. Until the next time, have a great Saturday night, enjoy what's left of the weekend, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye.